Well everyone, iOS 18 is going to be one of the biggest updates that we could probably ever imagine within iOS in general. And I wanted to go and break down exactly when we could see this update and a lot of other things across the board. Now first of all, the release date of iOS 18 is probably going to be in a beta format sometime in June. So early June, we're probably going to be getting this particular version of software, which is going to be great, but it is going to be coming out in a beta format. So keep that in mind. Within a beta format, it's definitely not going to be this crazy big version of software. It's going to be a pretty basic one for the most part, but it's officially going to be coming out as around that September timeframe. So in September, we could probably end up getting this particular version of software officially out on our devices. So that's going to be roughly around the release date of these particular devices. I think it's going to be great. Not really too much to complain about there from that perspective. And I do think that's going to be a really cool thing going on for this particular device. Now, on top of that, some of the features that we're going to be getting on this particular phone, once again, are probably going to range. One of the biggest things that we've seen from a lot of different leakers basically coming around, they're basically stating that this is going to be one of the biggest changes, I would say, or they would say, from one version of software to the other. So they say this to say that if you're going from, iOS 17 to iOS 18, the changes we're probably going to be seeing within this version of software are going to be so big and massive that you're probably going to have a pretty big difference coming from the previous generation, which I'm really happy about. So this in and of itself is really cool. So lots of UI changes. So think of your home screen changes and maybe some different types of widgets and app icons, things like that. I think is going to be the big thing that's we're probably going to be seeing the biggest difference here, I would say, from one generation of software to the other. Now, on top of that, within iOS 18, we're probably also going to be getting, as you could probably mention, a very big difference with the AI side of our iPhone. So Tim Cook has already made some statements that they're working on the AI implementations of their iPhone. And right now, Apple is shopping around their AI capabilities from a lot of different sources and they're trying to outsource it. You can see that they've just reached out to Baidu, I think. They reached out to Google. They reached out to a ton of different companies trying to basically get them to go ahead and essentially try to, get them to, work on their AI side. So iOS 18 is also going to be getting some pretty big changes from the AI side of things as well, which is also going to be another really big difference coming from the previous generation. So ultimately, what I'll definitely tell you, iOS 18 is going to be a very big update coming from the previous generation. I'm very much looking forward to it, and I genuinely cannot wait until this next version of software comes around. I do wonder what's going to end up happening though. Is it going to be what devices it's going to be supported and so many other things across the board. I guess we're going to have to wait and see what happens here. But in terms of that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.